Hi, my name is Michelle Alva, and in this video I'm going to share with you why I do what I do. In the past 23 years, after graduating as a physical therapist when I was 22 years old, I discovered that my body is not just physical, it's also energetic. I held chronic pain in my pelvis for 14 years of my life. I used to think that sex was painful and that was normal. And I also thought that I was damaged goods, that no one would love me because I lost my virginity when I was 14 years old. And I was raised Catholic. My family's from Peru. And so I didn't say no. And honestly, I didn't really want that to happen. But I didn't want to upset the person, the teenager, at age 14. When I was 14, I didn't have the voice that I have today. I didn't have the confidence to speak up and really own my truth. And so my father left when I was 12 years old after my parents got a divorce. And I thought that I wasn't lovable. I thought that I wasn't worth it. And pretty much somebody giving me attention was much better than me being alone and feeling lonely and missing my dad. And so as I look back on my life, I really was sad. I was very sad. And I miss my dad. And my dad wouldn't write to us. I took it personally that after their divorce, he didn't keep in touch. And my mom worked 3 jobs. She is a fighter. She's so inspiring to me, what she could do raising 3 kids all on her own. And so I think also for me, as time went by in my life, I built a wall around my heart and I wouldn't let anybody in. And I thought that love meant that you were going to get hurt and eventually somebody's going to leave. And so I had abandonment issues, being emotionally available issues, compiled with what happened to me with the sexual trauma. I basically became a very naggy, critical, judgmental person. And it translated into my relationships. I was also really hard on myself. If you look at my website bio, I have a lot of certifications. I never felt that I was enough. And so I had to learn the next training, the next certification. After becoming a physical therapist, I did a lot of yoga, and I would catch myself crying in Shavasana, having emotional release. And then when I started belly dancing, I started to feel these memories come up about what happened to me when I was a teenager. And I actually wanted to stop belly dancing because it was causing me to feel things. And so I think I created this perfect little me that I thought was so perfect. And really, I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling fulfilled inside. And I discovered that I started in pediatrics. I worked a lot with pregnant women. And then I had my daughter when I was 31 years old, 31. And the labor was incredibly traumatic for me. I was 42 weeks and 3 days pregnant. And then I had to have an emergency C-section. I was teaching prenatal yoga. I was a pelvic floor physical therapist, and I know all about the anatomy. But what I did not was process those painful emotions in my pelvis down there. I kept a lot of tension down there, and so when it came time to have a natural labor, I very unnaturally tried to have natural labor. And so I feel like that was the universe, God saying, child, we need to help you heal this. And so thank God I could breastfeed. I was like, I'm gonna breastfeed. I didn't get my water birth, my vaginal birth. So I thought so bad of myself because I had a C-section because I couldn't have a natural birth. And I have all this background in yoga, physical therapy, pelvic floor, and I couldn't have that natural birth. So that was a big wake-up call for me, that something is going on in my body, that I'm holding in my body. And I just felt a lot of sadness when I should have been feeling really happy. And so I set off on this journey of discovering more. How could I heal this? How could I feel better? And I literally had a cathartic release also in the bathtub when I was 28 years old, which caused me to have the memory come up of what happened to me when I was 14. And I realize how we hold emotions in our bodies. We trap emotions, we block feeling, we hold in our bodies, and then our bodies create tension and pain. And I discovered shamanism, I learned about energy healing, I also learned hypnosis, neuro-linguistic programming, Psych K. I'm a Psych K facilitator also, and recently became a Tantra practitioner in the last 3 years. And so I have learned that a lot of my clients' pain is related to childhood trauma, things that happened to them when they were teenagers, women that have had abortions at a very early age, things that have happened to us that we don't want anyone to know, that we're ashamed about. When we hold shame in the body, when we hold guilt, bitterness, anger, resentment, when we take it personally that our parents treated us a certain way, it's as though we're walking around with spears in our bodies, and if we don't process those hurts, they're going to manifest in the body. And Louise Hay wrote a whole book about this, Heal Your Body, and there's different reasons why people get different things. It's so true. And so after being a physical therapist for 23 years, I have let go of that license now, and I'm practicing as a coach. I'm also a hypnotist and a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner and a Tantra practitioner, and I work through Zoom. I work over the phone. I also do one-on-one sessions, and I guide people to clear, to reset, and to create something new. And so we don't have to be our past. We don't have to let the past weigh us down. We don't have to keep reliving the past every single day. We can process the emotions of pain, and then clients go from an 8 out of 10 chronic pain to a 2 out of 10 chronic pain just by sitting in front of me doing a process, or over the phone for 30 minutes. People can release chronic jaw tension, neck tension, shoulder tension, low back pain. Sometimes we go to the physical therapist for months and months and months, or the chiropractor, and they're like, I don't know what's going on, nothing seems to help. That lets you know that it's an emotional reason, that maybe there is a mindset problem, that your perceptions are weighing you down, and so they're not a physical problem. And so if you have had many different help from different practitioners and you're still not getting results, we could probably clear whatever those emotional pains are, tensions are, energetic cysts are, and sometimes there's even past life trauma, which that'll be another, we can talk about that over the phone. But I've learned so many different things over these years that I feel that it's time for us to create a new way of working with people, where the very first thing we do is an inventory of, are we holding shame or guilt? Are we resentful? Are we angry? Do we burst out in anger to everyone? Do we get triggered very easily? Those are all signs that you're having some type of emotional pain. If you also have panic attacks, chronic anxiety, and you do everything the doctor tells you, but you're still not getting better, message me. We can get to the root of whatever your challenges are, just like I did. It's not just a cookie cutter approach. We have to go deep inside and guide you to your own intuitive wisdom. That's what I love about the Alva method. It's about waking up your inner wisdom. And I don't tell you what you need. I am a guide, a facilitator for you to discover the wisdom inside of you of why you have your dis-ease. There's reasons why your body is showing up the way it is. So when a woman says, I hate my periods, I hate my cramps, your cramps are actually wisdom. Your body's pain is wisdom. And so what if we could say, yay, my body's having pain. I get to align myself with my soul and my heart, and I get to clear out whatever's not serving me in my life. And so that's what happened to me. I was not really living in my truth. I was saying yes to things that I really didn't want to do, and I was giving up myself for others and trying to make other people happy, which is not real. You can never do that. I was in a very codependent relationship with myself, and therefore was having those types of relationships with others. Tantra has helped me discover that I am my own source of love, that I am love, and that I am creative, and that I'm powerful, and that when I release and I surrender and I allow myself to be vulnerable and to be available to all the sensations and all the feelings in my body, that I become even more orgasmic, that I get connected to my joy. I get to discover what peace is really about and that love is really about freedom. And that this lifetime, we can be the most joyful when we connect to who we really are and we feel free to be who we really are. And so if you would like to learn how to have a better night's sleep, go to sleep at night feeling so peaceful and so inspired by your own life, how to process and release anxiety, depression, how to let go of holding on to relationships that just are not serving you, message me. And if you want to learn where your G-spot is, how to locate your cervix and orgasm from different parts of your body that you never even could imagine, or how to have a whole body orgasm, how to squirt. These are also things that I love to teach women to learn how to really be empowered. And if you have a partner and you want to learn Tantra, gentlemen, if you want to learn how to be a better lover, how to expand your orgasm to ejaculation time, it's not the same event. And you can have many orgasms before you ejaculate. I'm here to talk about sex, to educate people and empower them to connect their heart with their sex so that we can live from a place of embracing all of who we are and get to know ourselves in a deeper level for ourselves, and then be able to share that with our partners and our loved ones. And I'm really excited to have created this website for you, my YouTube channel, Michelle Alva TV. There's many different videos, and I pray that they inspire you, that they empower you and educate you. And so if you would like to reach out and schedule a Zoom session with me, I work over the phone, and when everything goes back to normal, I'll be working one-on-one also. And I do groups, I offer retreats, and very, very customized and personalized group experiences. And of course, I work with couples too. Let me know how I can serve you. Reach out to me. There's a link below where you can schedule a 15 or 30-minute call, and we could get to the root of whatever has been keeping you from loving yourself in a deeper way and having epic sex too. This is what I love about it. The more we open up to loving ourselves, the more we can open up to our creativity, and the more we can also embrace our sexuality. All of it is in everything that we do. And this is what I want to remind people. And that's why I do this, because I used to have chronic suffering, tension, pain in my body, and now I feel light, I feel free. I'm 46 years old, I feel like I'm 28, and life is just a celebration for me. I feel so grateful to be alive and just to be light for everyone and to radiate like the sun. The sun is always out, and so it's up to us on where we want to focus. And I look at life today as an opportunity for me to grow, that everything is always perfect. And so you can feel this way too. And I'm super honored to guide you to that journey of self-love, intimacy with yourself, and having just a more fulfilling life overall. So let me know how I can serve you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click down below to schedule your session. And I can't wait to learn more about you, connect with you, and heal with you.